The efforts to bring something sustainable into the Lordstown plan actually began with an effort you may remember called the Drive at Home Initiative in 2018.
A collection of business and community leaders banded together to try and stop GM from pulling out of the factory, but to no avail.
And when the plant closed in 2019, many thought that initiative faded out with a whimper.
But tonight, in an in-depth report, Leslie Huff brings us the story of how the push was actually only just the beginning and may have paved the road to drive the valley into the future. Leslie.
Through time, money, and effort, the people behind the campaign shifted gears, and now the future of advanced technology in the valley looks brighter than ever. It was a campaign that started with a simple but powerful message in 2018, Drive It Home, an initiative aimed at growing the GM Lordstown plant.
So that was the original plan, and then about like a week later, General Motors put a whole bunch of plants across the country into what they called unallocated status.
After the GM plant shut down in 2019, that earlier initiative, led by a coalition of labor, business, and community leaders, came together, determined to not let the story end there, rallying support from state leaders and raising money to let companies know that Lordstown was open for business. In 2022, Foxconn stepped in to take over the plant.
When Foxconn came, we felt we have the real deal now. They were much different than most anybody we've worked with, and so we felt very confident that we found who's going to end up being the end user of this plant.
That's when the coalition kicked their support for Foxconn into high gear, traveling to different states across the country like California, Detroit, and Nevada, supporting the company at trade shows and unveiling ceremonies.
We built a local vendor list for them on contractors that could help them with their facility, as well as local manufacturers who might be able to be a part of their local supply chain.
Back home, community and business leaders made sure the company knew they had local support. From Foxconn Day with Warren City Schools to a night out at Robbins Theater with a Foxconn executive to see Blues Traveler, and a special opener, Taiwan troubadour Chance Emerson. Ken Hyderis believes this night likely helped seal the deal.
I also think seeing 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 people downtown, everybody's happy. It's a great story. All the restaurants and shops are full, and there was an energy. And nobody wants to go a place where there's no energy. When there's energy, people feel that energy. So I think it didn't hurt. I think it really helped.
And in every case, we wanted to embrace Foxconn to make sure that they knew the community was not happy. The community was absolutely ecstatic around having an employer and a company such as Foxconn select the Warren, Youngstown, Mahoning Valley area.
This push helped secure Foxconn's investment in Lordstown, bringing a new chapter of advanced manufacturing and technology to the valley. With more local news, I'm Leslie Huff.